Okay, this is integration is will give you the total flux that is going outside the closed imaginary surface. Okay, closed imaginary surface, and again once if you differentiate with the by the volume, and again as the volume tends to zero, you are getting definition of divergence. Okay, what is the outward flow? It measures the outward flow, and again they clearly mentioned del is a vector operator and f is also a vector operator. Once if we make dot product of vector into vector, the result will be a scalar. Okay, dot product of vector and vector, the result will be a scalar one only. Okay, so now they given del operator and also f. Once if you make dot product, it's very simple that this term you have to multiply with this and all the three terms, but definitely this will go away because dot product of x with another vector, say y and z, will be definitely 0. Okay, so that's why ax is 1. So again what you will get, differentiation of f of x with respect to dx, similarly differentiation of f of y with respect to dy, and f of z with respect to dz. This is for simple Cartesian coordinate system. Once if you have another coordinate system, so again for another coordinate system they will mention the value as fr, fi and fz like that. Okay, fr, fi and fz like that. Once if you know those values, okay, that they will mention their vectors in this format only. Okay, in this format, then you have to follow this formula 1 by r d by dr r into f of r, and here simply 1 by r. Okay, this is something special, you have to remember this. Okay, once if we make del dot f, then finally you will get this answer only. Okay, this is the standard equation that you have to remember. Again, there may be some derivations how it is actually derived, but that is not important. If you remember this equation, that's enough. Okay, similarly for other one is spherical coordinate system, it is again bit complicated. 1 by r square, again inside also r square of f of r, and again here 1 by r sine theta. Okay, 1 by r sine theta, but inside they are just multiplying with the sine theta. Here 1 by r sine theta, but they are not multiplying with any factor here. Okay, this is something you should remember, but most of the time they are interested. Okay, because if you see practically, in a practical case, you will not get this component and all. Okay, you will not get this component. Mostly you will get only this component, because you would have seen already. Once if I take a point charge, okay, point charge, how is my vector going? It's radially outward. It's radially outward. Okay, we have derived finally that electric field due to point charge is equal to magnitude of something into ER cap. ER cap. So that means what? This is ER component. This is ER component. In this case, that is FR. In this case, that is FR. Okay. Once if you simply remember this equation, that is enough. Okay. For a practical purpose, if you remember only this portion, that is enough. Okay. In very rare cases, they will give you the problem based on these things. That means the vector consists of everything. Say for example, ER component and E theta and E phi and all. So, okay, so most of the time, even for antenna cases, once if you remember this equation, that is enough. So then we have seen what is the del dot some vector, and definitely finally the answer will be a scalar one. Okay, it is giving you the measure of outward flow, and in some cases, if you are having some vector, you take dot product of that, finally you are getting 0. Okay, del dot a vector is finally 0. Then that particular vector, what is the divergence value? Okay, divergence you are calculating, the divergence is 0. Okay, once the divergence is 0 for a vector, once the divergence is 0, they are calling it with the name what's a solenoidal field. That particular field is called solenoidal. Okay, for any field, if the divergence of the field is 0, that particular field is called solenoidal field. Okay, del dot vector is equal to 0. Again, once if you take two cases, mostly we will have these cases only. Either you can calculate del dot E vector, or instead of E, you can put D also, no problem. Or otherwise, say I will put D only. I will put D. Here I will put B, del dot B. Say this is what? Electric flux density. This is magnetic flux density. This is magnetic flux density. And definitely this is not zero, because we have seen once if we have some charge, definitely something is going outside. Definitely something is going outside effectively. Okay, once if you have a point charge, definitely something is going outside. So del dot D generally cannot be equal to 0. It is having some value. It will have some value. Okay, once if you have some charge, definitely you will have some value, not 0. Okay, but please remember, you should have the charge here. Okay, without charge you cannot expect the outward flow. Okay, without putting the charge inside the imaginary sphere, you cannot expect the electric flux. But what is the idea? Once if you put the charge here, definitely there will be electric flux that will be going outside. If it is a positive charge, or if it is a negative charge, definitely the electric flux will be coming inside. Effectively you will have a electric flux either that will be going outside or that will be coming inside. That is the idea of this del dot. Okay, del dot. So that's why I'm not putting not equal to 0. Okay, then in a case of magnetic flux, definitely it is 0. Very, very important. In case of magnetic field, del dot B is definitely 0. Okay, always 0. Okay, divergence of the magnetic flux density is always 0. Always 0. What is the reason? Del dot B in any case or in any medium, everywhere del dot B is 0. Very, very important. Okay, exam la adikadi kepan. What is the meaning of this? Del dot B is equal to 0. Okay, so if at all if you want to create a magnetic flux, you should have a magnet. Okay, you should have a magnet, north and south pole, north and south pole. And again, once again, you know, once if you have a magnet like this, the field will be going in this way. Okay, and similarly the field will be going in this way, north to south. Is it correct? Externally it will be going from north to south. Internally it will be going south to north. Internally it will be going south to north. Okay, so what happens once if we take any imaginary surface? Once if we take any imaginary surface, so in this case, once if we take any imaginary surface, the amount of flux that is going inside the surface is equal to the amount of the flux that is coming outside. Okay, that is coming outside. Okay, that is the idea of this one. See, if you are having like this also, so I put some surface here, some imaginary surface. What is actually happening here? Two fluxes are entering and two fluxes are leaving. Okay, two fluxes are entering, two fluxes are leaving. What is the effectiveness? Finally, what is the effectiveness? Del dot B is 0 only. You put anywhere your imaginary sphere, definitely your del dot B will be 0 only. What is the reason for this? In case of electric flux, in case of electric field, what happened? Say once if you have a positive charge, okay, it produces some field that is going to infinite. Okay, that is going to infinite. Straight away it is going to infinite. It is not coming in this way and reaching minus. Okay, we had only one charge. If you have only one charge, definitely that electric field is going outside. Okay, going outside. But so once if we put imaginary surface here, once if we put imaginary surface, and again there is net outward flow. That's why that del dot B not equal to 0. But here the case is like this. Once if you have n, you will get S. Okay, what happens as n and S are closer together, the magnetic field is created from this and it is ending with S. Okay, and the question arises, if I cut the magnet, what happens? If I cut the magnet, you know, from the properties of the magnet, even if you cut the magnet, you cannot create N alone or S alone. Even if you cut the magnet, you cannot create N alone and S alone. From your experience, you know that even if you cut the magnet, it will form its own N and S. Even if you cut the magnet, okay, it will form its own N and S. So again, still you will have divergence is 0. Once if it is consists of N and S, still the divergence is 0. So if the divergence not to be 0, you have to take N and S like this. Okay, but in practice, you cannot get this kind of structure n alone or s alone, okay, in practice. That means what, sir? Del dot b is 0. What is the significant meaning of that? Magnetic monopole does not exist, okay. Magnetic monopole does not exist. What is the meaning? Magnetic monopole in the sense you cannot get n alone or you cannot get s alone. Always you will get in a combined manner. Always you will get in a combined manner, okay. So magnetic monopole does not exist. That's why magnetic monopole does not exist, okay. Once if the monopole does not exist, then definitely del dot b is equal to 0 only, okay. If it is a dipole kind of nature, definitely del dot b is 0 only, okay. Yes, this is the idea. Magnetic monopole del dot b is always 0, but del dot d not equal to 0. But you should have some finite charge there. Without putting charge there, you cannot expect electric flux, okay. Definitely you have to have some charge, either positive or negative, okay. This is the idea. Next, curl. See, curl means it's something like rotation. It is a measure of rotation, okay. It is a measure of rotation. You will be given with some function, okay. Whether that function has a rotation nature or rotating nature or not, you will be given with some function, whether that function has a rotating nature or not, okay. Again, for calculating curl, we use del cross f. We use del cross f, okay. Del means some vector space operator. F is another vector. F is another vector. Once if you calculate del cross f, vector cross vector, definitely you will get what's our vector, okay. Okay, finally you will get vector, okay. What is this vector is giving? Already you are having one vector. You are applying this operator del cross. Finally you are getting one more vector, new vector, okay. Then it gives the nature of this one. Say if some vector is there, if it keep on rotating in the plane, in one plane, what is that effectiveness in the another plane, okay. It is keep on rotating in its plane. Maybe again it will be creating some other effect on the perpendicular plane. It will be creating some other effect on the perpendicular plane. So this vector will give you, once if some vector is doing rotational nature in one plane, okay, where the effective work goes, that means what is the result of that rotation, okay. Once if you are rotating something, definitely there will be some result for that, okay. And again this vector is giving what is the direction of the result and how much result is there. The vector magnitude will give you how much result is there, and also what is the direction of the result. What is the direction of the result, okay. In one class I told you, you take two vector and you make cross product, okay. You take two vector and you make cross product. What I have told, you take one vector and you take another vector, definitely you can make a plane, because a vector is a line and another vector is another line, okay. If they are not one on another, okay, if they are one on another, that angle between that is 0. If they are one on another, angle between them is 0. But if it is not, definitely you can put like this. It will form, it will lie on some plane, okay. And I told you, if it is A, if it is B, okay, if you are physically rotating this vector along this vector, okay, and what is the angle you are rotating each time, based on that you will get some result in the perpendicular direction to the vector formed by that two vectors, A vector and B vector, okay. You are getting some result there in a perpendicular direction to the vector, to the plane formed by the existing vectors, okay. Again in the example க்கு தான் உங்களுக்கு என்ன சொன்னேன், screw. Once if you rotate the screw in one plane, what's happening? The screw is penetrating. Again there also it follows what rules are? Right hand rule. Again there also it follows what's are right hand rule, okay. Then If the screw has to go in this direction, definitely your vector has to move from this direction to this direction only. Okay, your vector, if the screw want to go in that direction, please you imagine. So once if it wants to go in the upward direction, then what will be the rotational nature of your hand, right hand? Okay, that is definitely from B to A. So in those case, you have to calculate B cross A, not A cross B. You have to calculate what's that? B cross A. Okay, then finally your result will be like this. Okay. Now in this case, you are having two vector. Somehow you are rotating, you are physically moving, okay, with your hand. Then the result is in this direction. The result is in this direction. Now suppose I am having only one vector. Okay, say I am having only one vector and only one vector, and the vector nature is only one vector, but that vector itself is rotating. See, I am having only one vector. Again, what can anybody tell what is the can you tell the example for this? A vector that will be always rotating in a circulating manner. Yes, any answer? Can you tell me any vector that will be always rotating in a circular manner? No idea. See, once if we take x vector like this, it keeps on going in only one direction. Please imagine about a pi cap. What is the direction of a pi cap? It will be keep on rotating in its own plane. You take a plane, z equal to some value, not theta, it is pi. Okay, theta also okay, but pi is best. Okay, so pi will be keep on rotating. So once if some vector is keep on rotating, that individual vector itself rotating. Okay, nobody is rotating this vector. That individual vector itself is rotating. It's only one vector, but it is rotating. It has a rotating nature. Okay, it has a rotating nature. So in this case, what you can calculate? You can calculate del cross that vector. Say if this vector is say some e vector or some other vector. Okay, e vector or some other vector. So then it gives a rotational nature, whether it is really having rotational nature or not. Not to make a confusion, I take this is some random vector f. Please, I'm not mentioning about force and all, some random vector. Okay. So I'm having some random vector. If it is really having a rotational nature, definitely I will get some value. Okay. The value may be positive or negative. Okay. The value may be positive or negative. If at all your vector is rotating in this way, it is like an anti-clockwise manner, then your cross product is positive. If it is going in the opposite way, and if it is in a clockwise direction, then your answer will be negative. And in some cases, if vector is not at all having any rotation, it is not at all having any rotational capability, it means what, sir? Simply it is going in some direction. Okay, some vector, it is simply going in some direction. That time, if you calculate the circulation nature, definitely it is zero. Okay, definitely it is zero. Okay, so so what is the meaning of the del? Already you will be given with one vector that may or may not have a rotational nature. But you have to find out. With the help of del. You make a cross product. If the result is positive, okay, it is rotating in the anti-clockwise manner. If the result is negative, it is rotating in the clockwise manner. If the result is zero, then there is no rotation. Okay. Next. So now with the help of one vector, you are identifying that nature. Okay, with the help of one vector, you are identifying nature. But please remember, this is also a vector. Del is also a vector. F is also a vector. So suppose what is the simple way to calculate A cross B? There are many ways. The simple way is you take ijk, you take ax, ay, az component, and bx, by, bz component, and put it in the matrix like this. Okay, you know how to how to calculate the determinant of the matrix. Okay, so I into this one minus this one and minus j into ax bz minus bx az plus k into ax by minus bx. This already you know. And then finally, definitely definitely the answer will be a what, sir? Again a vector. Answer will be again vector. Okay, you will get some vector if at all it is having rotation, or if there is no rotation, then definitely your answer will be 0. Okay, but in our case, instead of a vector, say we are using del vector, and again you know the nature of the del. The nature of del is d by dx, d by dy, and d by dz. Okay, d by dx, d by dy, and d by dz. Okay, and then finally with the help of this you can calculate what is the final answer, what is your final vector value. This is the way to calculate the curl operation. Okay, then if your curl is 0, you take some function. If your curl is 0, that means what? It is not at all having a rotation. It is not having rotation. So what is the name for this? That particular vector is called irrotational vector. That particular vector is called irrotational vector. Okay, you take some vector and you calculate curl operator. You apply curl operator del cross f. If your answer is 0, that particular case is called, the particular vector is called irrotational vector. That particular vector is called irrotational vector. And again, clearly, what is the nature of the electric field? Anybody? See, this is your source. The electric field is going in a line. Okay, electric field is going in a line. It is not having any rotational capability. Simply, it is going on a line. Okay, electric field is not having any rotational capability. That's why if you calculate del cross E for electric field, that is always 0. Please note down very clearly. Del cross E, okay, del cross E vector or electric field vector, or instead of E, you can put D also, electric flux density. The value is 0. The value is 0. What is the reason for this? Electric field goes on a linear line. It is not having the rotational capability. Electric field is going on a linear line. It is not having a rotational capability. Then one more thing we have already proved. What is del dot B? Divergence of the magnetic field is 0. What is the reason for that? Because magnetic monopole does not exist. Magnetic monopole does not exist. Okay. If at all if you want to get some divergence value, definitely some monopole has to exist. Okay, either it is a magnetic or electric. Okay, so but in general magnetic monopole does not exist. That means what? Only magnetic dipole exists. That means what? Only magnetic dipole exists. That means what? Always n with s only will exist. N alone cannot exist, or s alone cannot exist by nature. That's why del dot B is always 0. Similarly, del cross E is always 0. Please note down, they are just opposite to each other. They are just opposite to each other. Okay. Now, by definition, what is the curl? See, what is the definition they are saying? If you want to make a curl value del cross F, you first calculate the line integral value. You first calculate the total line integral value, integral f dot dl. Okay, integral f dot dl, then divided by ds, as the surface tends to 0, then it is giving you the curl. So in the previous case, we have compared the surface with volume. In this case, we are comparing the line with surface. In this case, we are comparing the line with surface. And please note down one thing. For electrical vector, anyway, we will discuss that later. For a electric field, you take an electric field. Once if you calculate the closed integral for the electric field, the value is always 0. What I am telling, you take an electric field. Once if you integrate over a closed line, the value is 0. The value is 0. And again, this is something like closed in the sense. Once if something is closed, okay. Once if something is closed means something like short. Something is closed means what? Something like short circuit. Okay, short. Once something is short circuit, definitely voltage is 0. You know, electric field again we will compare with voltage. Okay, once something is short, then voltage is also 0. So definitely the voltage is 0, and also integration of EDL is equal to 0. Something short in the means what, sir? You are having one point, or say some points, sir. Okay, say you are having another point here. This is having some potential, sir, 5 volt. Okay, you are having one point here. You are connecting this point with this. Okay, with this, and again you are having one more point here. One more point here. Again, this also you are connecting with 5 volt. Okay, somebody asks you, what is VAB? Will there be any potential difference? Nothing. There will not be any potential difference, because you are connecting this both A and B terminal to the same voltage. Then definitely there will not be any potential difference. The potential difference is 0. Okay. Instead of connecting this in this way, again it's as good as just like making short circuit, because the voltage at A, voltage at B is same, and again it is forming a what, sir? Closed line. That's why integration of closed line integral of E dot dl is equal to 0. Anyway, again some other proofs are there. I will explain later. Okay, at this juncture you just remember this. Okay, curl operator. And they have given, sir, what is the procedure to calculate the curl operator in a Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, this is very simple. But once if we go other systems, say cylindrical coordinate system, you have to be a little bit careful here. Okay, see clearly here what will come. Here they are putting some factor. Okay, to calculate the curl in the cylindrical coordinate system, here they are putting some factor. What is that factor in general? That factor in general is 1 by, you generally remember this, 1 by h1, h2, h3. Anyway, in a cylindrical coordinate system, you know, h2 is equal to r, remaining and all 1 only. h1 is also 1, h3 also 1. Then once if you multiply all this, you will get this 1 by r. You will get this 1 by r. And again, what we have to do here, so here 1 by h1, h2, h3. So here what we have to write, here you have to write, this is only related with a pi. This is common thing, so that's why we have written everything, h1, h2, h3. But here this is related with a phi, so instead of writing a pi, you have to write h2 a phi. Instead of writing a pi, you have to write h2 a phi. Then what is h2? h2 is r. Okay, h2 is r, and then remaining as usual you are doing. Okay, remaining as usual same. Then finally you will get an answer. Okay, once if you put these parameters correctly, then fine, everything is simple as usual only. Okay, then determinant of the matrix you have to calculate finally. Okay, next, what is the curl operator? What is the curl operator in a spherical coordinate system? Okay, spherical coordinate system. See, I have told you already, here what factor will come? 1 by h1, h2, h3. In case of spherical coordinate system, what is h1, sir? h1 is 1. What is h2? I think r. What is h3? h3 is r sin theta. Once if you multiply all this, what you will get? R square sin theta. That's why I told you 1 by, you simply remember as 1 by h1, h2, h3. Okay, then you are getting this factor. That's okay. Then here also h1 into er1. h1 is 1. Next h2. Okay, instead of h2 you have to put what, sir? R. Here h3. Okay, here h3. Then once if it is h3, then what you have to get? R sin theta only. Okay, R sin theta. Then again the same factor here also it comes. Once if it is r, here also r. Once if it is r sin theta, here also r sin theta. Then if it is true, then definitely I think they made a mistake while writing. In this case also r will come down. Please wait. See, once if that is true, definitely you have to take this r here also. You have to take this r here also. Please check it out. Okay, somebody later you check it out whether that is true or not. Okay, some r will come there. Okay. Okay, you refer any standard textbook, then it will be very clear. Okay, so this is the way to calculate what's our del cross f. Okay, way to calculate the del cross f. So what we have seen so far, we have seen 3 operations. Or one is gradient. Okay, you take scalar function you just calculate the maximum change of function in any direction, that is del phi, and then we have calculated del dot some vector divergence outward flow. Then finally we have seen curl, whether there is rotation or not. Curl means what, sir? Whether there is rotation or not. If at all there is rotation, in which direction? Okay, that is the curl operator. Okay, these are all called vector operator or del operator or space operator. Okay. Again, they are given many practice problem. Please go through that practice problems. Okay. The next, what is the time? I think yes. Okay, we will stop with this. We will start at 9:15. Okay. Yes, you got some idea. Recording can be stopped. Yes.